Today I'm going to talk about 7 NPA recovery strategies which are proven and time tested. And we are starting right now. Be respectful and courteous towards your customers. Remember, you are only discharging your official duty. There is nothing personal against him. Most importantly, NPA borrowers can be really useful. Hold on a second. You might be wondering what rubbish I am talking about. NPA customers, useful, but how? Let me explain. Consider a situation when you have a prospective borrower walking into your branch seeking a business loan. What kind of information can you expect from him? They talk all positive, right? Portrays a rosy picture and tells you how they're going to build castles and palaces and all that. Absolutely no fault of them. They're just trying to sell their business ideas in order to get the funding. But tell me one thing, who will inform you about the challenges of the business? Why and when a business fails? Who is going to teach you? For small ticket borrowers, industry information, external rating, nothing is available. It's the people who are struggling or failed in the process. They are the one who will tell you the truth. When I joined in my present place of posting, I observed that there are a string of borrowers who purchased commercial passenger vehicles and they were all struggling to repay their loans. Few already turned to NPA. Back in August 2021, tourism sector was completely demolished. So there were no takers for those passenger vehicles. In October and November, when prospective borrowers came to me with proposals of funding passenger vehicles and tried to convince me with their fairy tales, I frankly told, "Thank you very much for giving an opportunity to serve you, but right now I'm not interested." From last few months, with all the restrictions being lifted, vaccination programs being extremely successful across the country, there is a trend of revenge tourism. Believe me, the same NPA and SMA borrowers are now approaching us to repay their loans. They have also promised that they are going to regularize their account fully in the coming 2-3 months. The inflow of tourists in this area is probably the highest ever. And now there is a shortage of vehicles. Consequently, the fares have also blown up due to rising demand. The prospect of the business looks bright. So, now sitting in May 2022, I selectively picked up few borrowers for passenger vehicle funding. These kind of local industry and business information are not captured anywhere. Our NPA and SMA borrowers taught me. Maintain a register while visiting defaulting borrowers or even making a phone call. It will help you immensely to create a record of your follow-up. Even if it is an unplanned visit, you can always fill up the register once you return. Always wear the identity card given by your bank. Don't put it in your pocket. Display it properly. Trust me, there is a huge psychological difference. By doing this, you actually dodged a pertinent question. Who are you? They might ask, right? Any promise the customer makes, always pin down. For example, let's say he promised to make some payment on 1st June 2022. Then he didn't turn up. Next time when you are meeting him, ensure that you start your discussion from there. It defeats him psychologically. You can see the guilt in his eyes. Now he knows that you are actually tracking all his movements. If the discussion paves way to abuse and altercation, gently remind him of Section 353 IPC, where he can be imprisoned. If he or she is a really influential person and he can escape the jail, his attendance in court is almost ensured. Remind him that for you, the bank is going to bear all the legal charges bank is going to sanction you special leave, but for him, he has to take care of everything. And adding insult to injury, the legal cost that your bank is going to incur will be debited to his account only. So it's actually a double whammy. If he is ready for a peaceful negotiation, give him hope. Tell him that a bad CIBIL score is not the end of the roads. Introduce products like gold loan, loans against approved securities, restructuring, subordinated debt, and any other products which can be given to an NPA borrower and which are permitted by your bank. Never shut down the door of discussion. No matter in which stage of recovery it is, there might be surfacey action which is going on, vehicle might be confiscated, it might be a suit file account, anything. Remember, in this journey of recovery, only three things matter. Whether you were able to bring him to the table of discussion, whether you were able to chalk out an OTS offer amount for him, and whether you were actually able to recover the cash. So, even if there was a heated argument where the customer told all the bad things about your bank, about you, and all such nonsense, at the end of the journey, if you are able to recover the money, you are the winner. Confidentiality. Do not disclose the account details of one customer to another, and don't start doing a social shaming on your own. You can invite serious litigations. If you want to publish their names on newspapers or declare them as willful defaulters and publish their names in their RBI website, then take cognizance of your higher office. Refer to the recovery policy of your bank for a detailed process. Your bank's policy empowers you to take decisive action against the borrower, no matter who they are. So, just go ahead and do it in style. But remember, you are not alone in this game. There are other stakeholders too, so involve them. Now, here comes the strategy which I have implemented on my own and which gave encouraging results. No matter which bank you are in and wherever you are, count of good customers always outnumbers the bad customers. That too in leap and bounds. So if the borrower is a genuine one and COVID has actually wiped up his entire capital, he is not in a position to start his business. Introduce him to your good customers for a possible employment opportunity. I tried this and believe me, it gave excellent results. If you are in search of a no-nonsense credit course which will help you in decision making regarding selection of borrower, then you can try this course. If you are a fresher wondering what is an NPA and how IRAC norm works, then you can consider this one. Rest can continue to follow me on this channel.